Channel Star. The coronavirus has touched down in Jamaica, and naturally, it's causing a whole heap of panic. Supermarkets are running out of every cleaning or disinfecting agent possible as people try to protect themselves, and understandably so. I mean, we all get it, right? That's where you're wrong. Maybe even dead wrong. I found out that lots of religious people, Christians, are basically taking the approach that they are covered under the blood of Jesus. So why worry about COVID-19 when you can pray? Listen, I'm not here to judge any man's belief system. I accept that each man has to walk the path he feels most convicted to travel, according to his or her conversations with the Almighty Creator. In some ways, I even admire their fervence. But where I have to hop off this train is where I've been hearing people say you must have faith over fear, and that if you are afraid in this situation, then you need to reevaluate your faith level. Let me say first that I embrace the concept of faith over fear. I do. I get it. We can't let fear rule our lives or we'll miss out on opportunities, blessings, etc. Like I said, I get it. But this extreme notion that if you are afraid, then you don't have faith makes absolutely no sense. We all have to be careful that we don't demonize the emotion that is fear when faced with tough situations like this one. As much as we like to pretend it and sadness don't exist, God gave us fear for a reason. Fear is a normal part of our emotional range as human beings, just like joy, nervousness, frustration, etc. As a matter of fact, fear is what teaches us to understand threats to our person. We know and understand something is a threat because we fear it. Having established the threat, we can then assess it and make plans to protect ourselves or mitigate it. Essentially, it was because people were afraid of COVID-19 that we were able to study it and understand how it is spread, and consequently, how we can protect ourselves. We need fear. As a matter of fact, if you generally don't experience any kind of fear whatsoever, then I have to say, I don't know if I want to meet you or interact with you. You might just be a psychopath. With all that said, if you see or hear someone making the argument that something is wrong with another person for feeling fear about the coronavirus or any other legitimate threat for that matter, please step up and stop it. Fear is normal and it's okay to be afraid. We should also remember that courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act in the face of it. So essentially, we can't demonstrate faith without acknowledging that we are facing an intimidating situation. We just also acknowledge that our support system, aka God, is bigger than our problem. Long story short, nothing wrong with fear. It have use. We need it. As a matter of fact, if you use them right, your fears might just be exactly what you need to activate your potential, step into your purpose, and start living your best life. If it makes you afraid, then you might just have identified a problem to solve. Helping solve that problem could be your purpose. You never know. Remember too that trying to ignore fear is basically trying to make your body do something it wasn't designed to do. So you're setting up yourself for failure, and you don't need that in your life, really, you don't. Channel Star, I hope this offers some perspective on the subject and maybe reassures somebody doubting their faith or self-worth right about now. Nothing wrong with you. Fear have use. I just you fi use it. Peace.